very hard to, go on.
I'm going to see it on this view.
And I'm going to be in the background making one of those.
There's one down right there.
And they're a bit harder to make than the heat-drawn crawler things, in my opinion. Which I quite love. Anyway, I'll hand you over to, this is Kyle, we have Kirsty, who is the Magic UK community manager, and we have Dan here, who is the European Magic community manager. And
I'm just Kyle.
You're just Kyle.
Yeah.
You're
resident Ars Technica magic expert, Kyle, no less.
I've been writing the articles for the last year or so. Right, okay, let's get into it. So this is the pre-release pack.
Hang on, do we have sound?
Not getting into it yet.
You sure got sound? I got people saying it's so quiet.
Okay.
Just carry on.
Yeah.
All right.
Just carry on.
So this is the Kaladesh pre-release pack. So if you go to one of the pre-release events, you get one of these. I'm just going to crack this open. I'm going to try and find it. It's there. Push the little button down here. It's easy to do it that way. There we go. So this comes with, cool. The Thopter pack we saw earlier. Some packs of Kaladesh. 6 of. And a special pre-release promo card, which I don't know how well you'll be able to see. This is a special foil.
Which one did you get?
Lost Legacy. So there's another one. There's another one of the. It's not one of the story moments.
Okay.
It is significant for those of you that were following the story from Magic Origins, but we won't go too deep into that now.
By the way, guys, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm following the chat on YouTube. So if you have any questions, I'll hand them over to Kyle and Kirsty. And sorry, carry on.
That's right. So here at the bottom of the pre-release pack is this cute little hidden lockbox thing, which is quite cool. So it opens up, so you can use this to keep your dice and counters in or whatever, which is quite nice. This is probably the best pre-release pack we've seen so far, because I've done some others before, but this one's super cute. So that's good. And now the fun bit. So what we're going to do is just open one of these packs and kind of get a feel for what you might find in a typical pack. As any Magic fan will tell you, this is a very fun bit.
We are hoping to be open for Masterpiece. And,
we are.
Yeah.
So, do you want to quickly say what Masterpieces are?
So Masterpieces are a way to get people like me to buy more boxes of Magic. And for other people, they're like expeditions if you play Zendikar. If you didn't play, they are super rare cards that are 1 in every 140 packs.
144.
There you go. 1 in 144 packs, which is about the same as a foil mythic rare. And they are shiny and super cool. And I told you I'm not very good with Magic.
Okay, they're important. So some of them are from Magic's past. So the stuff that's in the Kaladesh set that's printed in that super shiny format, but also some like super old artifacts like is it Mana Crypt?
Mana Vault.
Mana Vault, yeah.
Mana Vault.
Is it not Soul Ring?
There's a
There is
There is a Soul Ring, yeah. So for those of you that have been Magic fans for decades, you might recognise some of those names. And they're not going to be legal in the new kind of standard format, but they are legal if you open them in a pre-release, so that's quite nice.
And they've got beautiful borders.
They do have beautiful borders. They are absolutely gorgeous, but they're not any cards you can't get in non-foil. So it doesn't mean that anyone who can't afford a set of inventions can't play Magic to a proper standard, which I like.
Probably show the cards that way. So.
Yeah, I was just going to do a quick flick through. So I don't know how well we can see them, but this is the pack of 15 cards. So if I just you might not be able to see the cards specifically, but you can see that we're on a lot more colourful world this time. Again, as those of you that have been following things for a while, we've been in kind of Eldritch Abomination territory for a while. So now we're on a little bit more of a friendly, colourful plane, which is nice. So what have we got here? So every pack comes with a rare, and we've got one of the special characters. I don't know how well you can see, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce his name right. Padim? Probably Padim. So this is a legendary creature. So this guy, we can only have one of in play, and he does some cool stuff. What does he do? So this guy protects your artifacts and draws cards if you have big artifacts. That's pretty nice. So each of the sets for Magic has like certain themes running through it. So I'm sure some of you are already aware. And the big ones in Kaladesh are, we've got energy. Here's actually this one for energy. So this guy, when he comes to play, we get 3 energy counters. I don't think we'll get the focus of this. But I can read it out anyway.
Yeah. You can speak with us too.
Sure.
Imagine that you're.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. It's close enough that you guys can read it, but now I'm going to have trouble reading it. So, but at least you can see the art, which as usual is gorgeous. So when this guy comes to play, you get some energy counters, and those are just a resource that you, the player, has. So even if this guy dies, I still keep the energy counters, and I can spend them on this guy's ability, or I can spend them on other people's abilities. Like there's more than one of these cards, obviously. And this guy, I can pay the energy to scry, so that's pretty cool. Get some card filtering in. And then, do I have a vehicle?
Any vehicle?
I do have a vehicle. I have a sky skiff.
Is that a
This
big one?
no, it's one of the quite simple ones. We'll get one of the big ones on camera in a second. I think this is quite cool. So this is a big. Just need to wait a second for that to focus. There we go. So this guy's a 2/3 flyer for 2, which is super cheap. But the restriction is you've actually got to jump. Someone's got to jump into this and crew it in order for it to be a creature. Otherwise, it's just going to sit around uselessly. And Dan is going to pass me a big train because it's quite cool to show off the huge ones that are in the set.
So here's a slightly smaller train, and then here's the really, really big train.
So we've got a train here. I think it'll be pretty good once it.
I played against Dan earlier, and he hit me with a train and what was it? Was it 2 trains? Or was it 8?
A train and an oval chase dragster.
Okay, he hit me with a train and dragster for 14 on turn 5 or 6, I think.
Yeah, so just to kind of highlight, the power that these cards have. This biggest train one is 5 mana and 8 power. So that's way over for what you'd expect from a card. But you've got to find people to run in it first. Thanks, Dan.
No problem.
And then what is that?
Fabricate?
Forgot that yet. We have got a fabricate card. I think we've just got this one. We'll this one actually.
You're being asked to shout into the microphone.
Shout into the microphone.
Yeah, it's up there. Don't forget. So.
Is it?
No, it's up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I will shout. So this is a fabricate card, which I am going to have trouble bringing into focus because we've got something in the way. Thank you. So when this guy comes into play, you can choose either to pump him up with the fabricate number. It's a little bit too close, sorry about that. You can either make this guy bigger, or he can come with friends. So this guy's just got fabricate 1, I think. Yeah. So he can come with a little servo, which Kirsty might have to show us.
The art on these tokens, by the way, is amazing. Yeah.
I think the dwarf in that picture may be a female dwarf piloting that
That's
mesh
true.
type thing, which
Not a female dwarf.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say a guy to imply it was a.
Apparently, Kadeem is a female, by the way. Is it? Someone on the stream said that Kadeem
okay.
is a female.
It's hard to tell with Velvican.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Am I wrong?
yeah. That's
Definitely quite a.
that's ambiguous.
Has he got 6?
She.
She's got 6. I will get there in a minute.
Yeah, the Falcon on Kaladesh got 6 fingers.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's
Different to the Falcon.
And how many arms do goblins have? Is it 6? Did you say?
There are no goblins.
Wait, gremlins.
The gremlins have 6 limbs.
So there's a
3 on
team
each side.
of 6 then, possibly.
Cool. Okay, so that's kind of a a quick run through what you might find in a typical booster. We're not going to look at every single card because we don't want to spend too much time on that. But what we do want to look at is a new type of card that we've got in Kaladesh, which is a story spotlight card. So there's a few cards. Go for it. There's a few cards that show off the story on Kaladesh. So there's just 5 cards in the set that sort of mark out the basic story. And this is the first one. This is the Inventor's Fair, which is what brings us to Kaladesh, in fact. It was a cool little thing that I didn't show you that was in the pre-release pack. Like usually you get the sealed instructions, so it's just how to play in a pre-release, which is quite handy. But this one actually has an invitation to the fair on, which is again really cute. I don't know if you can read it, but it's cool. And actually it's signed by Tezzeret. I don't know if that means anything to to some of you, but some of you I'm sure it will.
If you want, I can read it in a role play type way.
I mean, I feel like the stream should speak on that one. Whether they
How
want
does
to.
Tezzeret sound? Like what kind of creature, race?
He's
He's human.
He's a human.
Yeah. But let's assume
Humanoid,
that
at
he's. I would assume he's quite smug at this point. He seems to be. He's a head judge, so he's probably.
Congratulations! We have accepted your entry into the Inventors Fair. What's so funny?
That's definitely not how
Well,
it is
what's
in my head.
He's not like a wizened wizard.
He's quite big.
I like it.
Yeah.
Intimidating.
Congratulations!
He's not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Basically, you've been invited to a fair. And that is the first story card. And there are 5 story cards. But we're only allowed to show you 2, apparently, because...
Oh no, they're all on the website. But
okay.
the stories to accompany these, we have not covered the full story of the Kaladesh set. But if you check mtgstory.com each week, you will find the latest update to what is happening on the world of Kaladesh.
And mtgstory.com is actually on the bottom of the card now. So even if you're like a newbie, or you're not, fully inducted into the world of Magic, even random Magic players will go to MTG Story, and yeah, they're making big pushes on Story, I would say.
And I'd say it's pretty good if you're someone who maybe read the books like 10 years ago and enjoyed those. You definitely enjoy the new ones, and if anything, they're better. So
They were books.
they were books, and when they stopped doing them, there was an uproar.
And if you go onto the story archives, if you've missed some of the old stuff that's been online, there is the option to download them as ebooks. So
Oh, cool. I
if
didn't
it's
know that.
easier for you to read it on a Kindle or other e-reader or
What's the name of the Magic story where of Nixilis delivers the beatdown? Because I think everyone should probably read that. That's pretty good. Like the Gatewatch.
don't know the name of the story off the top of my head. But it
Find
was,
that one,
it
guys.
was
It's good.
fabulous.
It's good fun. He's a good villain until he went James Bond in the
Yeah.
second bit.
Oh, he was amazing.
Cool. So should we play some Magic?
Yeah, maybe we're going to talk about the story in general with Kirsty, or
Yeah.
do you think we've covered it?
If there's more to the story.
What does the comment section?
They think Tezzeret is a pretty cool guy. And
He's pretty cool.
he's a big guy.
Just talking about the voice
Sounds like
acting.
That's what they reckon. But no, I mean, if you want to talk about,
Sound like Gilbert Gottfried.
I don't know what happens after you get invited to the fair, but I assume something happens to the,
Or why the some members of the Gatewatch have come to Kaladesh in the first place. Perhaps, Kirsty, you could just give us a quick introduction to the story of Kaladesh and why we've come here.
Yeah, so Kaladesh is actually the home plane for Chandra. Do you want to find a card with Chandra on?
Oh yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, let's do that. I was going to show
Or do you
this
want to
one.
see that?
You keep talking,
Yeah.
I'll
Kaladesh, we first saw in Magic Origins because it was Chandra's home plane. It's very much a plane full of light and colour and optimism, generally, inventiveness, enthusiasm, etc. But we have returned to Kaladesh because I'm going to say his name wrong over the thing. I say it's Dobin Bon, but I think it's Dobin Bon, the way that he's pronounced it. Yeah, is that correct? Do you
It's
know?
one of those two.
Basically, Planeswalker with the first name Dobin appears about 3 months after they've defeated Emrakul. After Emrakul's retreated into the moon, and he asks them for help because they're running the Inventors Fair, and there are renegades who are interfering, and he wants help getting rid of their renegade prime, the person who's running everything. And the Gatewatch isn't sure about it because they can't prove that the renegade is a planeswalker and it's something that they should deal with. Is it something just the plane should deal with itself? But with the reappearance of people from her home plane that Chandra left just after her parents were killed in front of her, more or less, and she was almost executed, she obviously reacts in a very emotional way because she's an emotional person, and charges off and ends up planeswalking back to Kaladesh because Liliana talks her into it.
I should point out, by the way, that every time we do pre-release, Kyle pulls normally the best card in the set.
I didn't get any inventions though, so
No.
my luck is not. No. Yeah, that's the new Chandra. You can see she's quite angry.
Yeah, so Liliana talks Chandra into going back because she thinks it will be fun to set someone who can set things on fire and back onto their home plane where they were traumatized.
So we have been to Kaladesh before.
We have been back. We've been to Kaladesh and Magic Origins briefly, so we've seen parts of it. We haven't fully explored it. This is the first
So
time.
that's why we had Pia.
Yeah, so we had Pia and Kieran,
Yeah.
Chandra's parents appeared in Magic Origins.
Yeah.
So Chandra goes back, Liliana convinces her to get into some trouble, and while they're running around, the new planeswalker Saheeli Rai is there, basically just chilling on the plane, while her friend is inventing something incredible for the Inventors Fair, which can transport objects across space, which Saheeli is unsure is actually a good thing, because she is a planeswalker and she understands that there are other worlds out there, and maybe we shouldn't tamper with this because it could be dangerous. But in the end, she helps her friend, and her friend actually takes it to Vadim to enter.
Is Vadim male or female?
Vadim is female.
It is female. Okay, good.
I thought
We
that
had a
was
question.
a
We had someone on the street said that she was female.
I'm pretty sure she was female in the story.
Okay, you are.
I would need to
Your
double
other
check
stories are.
because you're making me question myself.
Someone asked, did they reprint Damnation?
No. A common question, and I might point it to Dan so he can say no and here's why, but I'm sure he doesn't explain that again. There is a white Wrath of God though that we've seen today, which I think Dan has. So we're not shying away from removal too much. It doesn't really feel like a very Damnation set either. Everything's quite colourful. I think a black Death Sun from above might not really suit it, but.
I think Mark Rosewater answered this question a couple of times recently, and what he said was, we will reprint the card as and when it makes sense for both the theme of the set and also the needs of that card set. Those are the things that we're trying to do first and foremost. We don't make new Magic sets with the intention of, well, new sort of the 4 quarterly releases with the intent of explicitly reprinting certain cards. Of course, if you are interested in reprints of particular cards, you're going to want to look to sets like Modern Masters, for instance, or Conspiracy, which do feature a large number of existing cards reprinted, sometimes with new art even.
I mean, I love Damnation as much as that poster, I'm sure. So I wish I had 4 copies of it and don't. But
You got a
it's
chance.
fine. Yeah, I got a Chandra instead, and I like playing drafts, so that's.
In the meantime, let's show you a Fumigate, which is the sort
This
of
is-
mass removal variant from this set.
Yeah, someone
So-
mentioned that in the comments.
We were talking about gremlins earlier, so this is the way to get rid of gremlins.
Sad gremlin.
Yeah.
Fumigate.
So there's always some Wrath of God style effect there.
As someone who likes wacky ramp effects, I really like that one.
Is it wacky?
Well, it gets you life.
I mean, it's really
And
effective.
I really
I would
like.
just put it as strong.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
liked Sphinx's Revelation back in Ravagers. Yeah. So anything that says gain life, I'm like,
It's good. It's good.
Cool. Okay, so I think we should. They are hankering for some games.
Yeah, let's play a game. Sounds good. So thankfully, so what you would do normally is build a deck out of these 6 packs that you got from the pre-release. As we found earlier, that takes a bit of time. So thankfully, we've got 2 that we prepared already.
We pulled okay cards. I don't think anyone pulls anything particularly special.
The Chandra, I mean.
yeah.
Got the Chandra, but no masterpieces.
Do you want
Also,
the rest of those?
quick thoughts to check in. My thought is not doing very well.
Can I take it?
Yeah.
Nothing? Yeah. Oh, look at Dan's.
Dan, who has been practicing at HQ.
Guys, so I just want you to compare here. This is Seb's, the one that's on screen now, and now flying onto your view is Dan's Doctor. So they're customizable, like the little pieces that you get in the set. You can attach them in different places. So it's a nice little fun thing.
I'm not sure what noise this makes.
I can attempt to.
I think it's like a.
It's more of a mechanical pop.
Yeah, I feel like
pop.
it's quite. Oh, they should make a top.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
More of a-
You just knock this out of the sky as well.
Sorry.
There's also if you go along to your pre-release. Am I allowed to say about the big ship?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So at the pre-release, there's like a giant airship model that the store gets. So if you, hopefully most of the stores have put that up.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
on the ceiling.
I know we sent these out to WPN stores all around the world to use at their pre-release events to get them into the theme of Kaladesh. I know so many stores out there are really going very deep into the Inventors Fair theme and are going to be putting on a really great experience for you players at the pre-release events. So if you've not been to one before, I definitely advise checking them out. And you can find a store near you at locator.wizards.com.
Thank you.
Cool.
Right, are you rolling, or is just one of you going to start? Or...
we're going to roll start, I think. Yeah. Ready? So I'm making sure that I have it. So I will start.
Where's mine? Here.
So we're assuming that most of you know how to play Magic, so we're not going to sort of talk through every little thing, but we will just explain what we're doing. Hopefully it'll be good. So I'm playing a kind of red-green good stuff deck. It's not really a big theme to it.
That sealed pre-release.
Yeah, Dan managed to put something together that was a bit more themed. And I think Kirsty has something that's a bit more themed as well.
Black, white, tokens and fabricate.
Wow.
Which apparently she keeps building.
I can't stop myself. I love fabricating stuff.
So how much would you say you've already played, Kirsty? Like,
Only a few games.
okay. But over at Wizards,
Every
you guys...
single game though, I pulled that white card.
Yeah.
Every single game. So it's like it's meant to be. I'm meant to have a token army.
In the previous Eldritch Moon, we kept pulling the campaign of Vengeance, is it?
The black, white, and
The black
tribal.
one, yeah. And that was quite effective.
It's pretty good with servos.
Yeah.
Some cross-block stuff going on
And some obviously clues.
Campaign of Servo Vengeance.
there.
Campaign of Vengeance with the gremlins after they've been fumigated.
I mean, they can't be dead, but sure.
Bring them back, bring them back.
Build a token res deck. Okay.
I feel like mine is.
You got that, you got that.
Yeah, but I just feel the same as you.
I can give this.
I'm
Why
not
don't you
sure
customize
about
it?
mine.
That's something different. I think it's sort of
Unfortunately, we don't have like a good hand cam for you guys, so we're just going to have to kind of see it as it
You
comes
could
out.
occasionally.
Yeah,
could
like
bring forward
you can kind of see the hand a bit on stream, but without showing hands to each other. It's okay, we'll show them as we play.
I'll keep mine.
Alright, I won the roll, didn't I? Let's do this. So we got a mountain. That's it, go for it.
Swamp. And mine screen. Yeah, I can go back to that here.
Yeah, good. I'm worried that you tapped it though.
Night market
Oh,
lookout.
this guy. It's the
Whenever
guy.
he becomes tapped, each opponent loses one life and I gain a life.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it, yeah? Well, that's not going to last long. Sharpness priority exam.
I can't believe you found my robe.
And your face.
And my face.
Yeah. This is a twin bolt for those of you that play the Magic Origins. But Chandra themed.
2 mana, not bad.
Yeah. That's it. I'm happy with what I did.
Right.
It's on now, is it? Oh no, I killed your 1/1. Which is like a
pass
2.
my turn aggressively.
Okay, I will start my turn. Poorly. Okay, let's have a thriving grubs. So I get 2 energy when this guy
Which is
comes
a
in.
baby gremlin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know
It's
this.
baby gremlins.
It's a baby
They
gremlin
look
that's going to punch you in the
like
face.
kind of pupil.
Gremlins are new in this set, apparently.
Yeah.
There's lots of them.
Not goblins.
Yeah.
I've been told off for that several times today.
gremlins, and they're so sweet.
They're so cute.
They don't look like Gremlins from. Wait, is that film called Gremlins?
You can put water on these ones, it's fine.
So they are called those Gremlins, right?
I think the gremlins are the post-water, but yeah.
Okay, they don't look like those Gremlins.
No, they don't. They're slightly cute. Okay, let's play this guy and go for it. He's going to eat this energy pretty soon, I think. Although Kirsty doesn't need to know that. It's part of the game plan.
I'm going to play Emerald Bruiser, who
I think it takes too
no,
long
it's
to
fine.
focus to.
it
Yeah.
enters the battlefield touch.
Okay.
He has menace if I control him.
How big is he? Is he a 2-1? Not how big is
He's
he?
a 3/1, sorry, I was just checking
That's fine.
what the outward.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's do this. Alright, we're going to go in with the grubs, and we're going to use his ability. He's going to eat this energy. He's going to get counter himself.
Strong.
So now he's got 3 power. And we're going to play a Sage of Shara's Claim, which gets me more energy. Yay. No, keep eating it. Go for it.
Some dangerous grubs over there. I'm a bit concerned.
I do still only have 2 lands though, so things
Don't
are
worry.
better.
When one of you, do either of you have cards that like summon Thopters?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've got a lot of energy.
I don't know if I've got
The Thopters are ready.
Yeah. As long as you don't need more than
2.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Propeller Pioneer, which is flying and has Fabricate 1.
Alright.
I'm going to
As you
choose to use my
hold those
Fabricate
there.
to make a
You
servo,
can do.
because now I have an artifact creature. There's this.
That'd be cool.
Combo wombo.
They probably are.
I mean, could you guys build some servos? Like if you take the wings off the Thopter,
If you did
does that count?
Maybe.
I think Dan's way too attached to that Thopter to take the wings off it.
It's the first one I've managed to assemble completely.
Said the Wizards employee.
Yeah.
I was a little impatient with my first one.
got overexcited, it was fine. I'm going to swing at you for 3-1 menace.
Alright, I'm going to take the damage. I can't block it. That's it, yeah?
Yep.
See what we can do. We can do this. So we're going to play a tune with paper. So I get to go look for a basic land card, and I also get 2 energy.
I'm setting an energy theme.
Yeah, it's looking more themed than I expected. It's not.
Oh, my deck's got no theme.
This is kind of
No
the
theme.
good thing about a lot of the energy cards is they use the energy themselves, or there's lots of ones that it doesn't matter if you have too many other energy cards. So you've got both standalone stuff and stuff that interacts. So that's quite good from what I've seen so far. Like this one, if I play it to get a land and I don't use the energy, it's not so bad. And then I'm going to play the land that I got. I get 2 energy, that's probably a good idea. Boom. Alright. And then what have we got? So we're to yeah, let's get in with these. Sorry, that's done. Let's get in with these guys, and this guy triggers again. Boom. Get some energy, get some counters.
Okay, so
So you're just keeping the energy counters on the card.
But these aren't energy counters, these are +1
Other
counters.
counters.
Okay, yeah, different colours is what we tried to do.
Okay.
yikes.
This guy keeps eating energy and getting bigger.
I didn't know you built 3 colored deck.
Oh well. I did.
Slap that third colour in quietly while you
Yeah,
were
Well, I mean, by snuck it in, you mean it didn't turn up in my other games. I've got like some good mana fixing with this and the prophetic prisms, and so I figured it was worth it.
Please,
And I've got some grey white cards as well, which I haven't drawn. But
Nice.
I didn't know if I wanted to. I'm going to throw my servo in the
Right.
Robs.
oh, servo.
I know. Sorry. And take 2.
Sure.
Sorry, poor servo.
Go for
You servoed me well.
it. Good job.
Would you say the set is, I guess we don't know really yet, but is it super fast? Or, I mean, the game I played against Dan obviously was quite fast.
You got run over by a train.
Yeah. But there seems like there's a lot of control as well. Like, there's quite a few cards that pacify and remove,
Yeah.
destroy artifacts.
Yeah, I would definitely say if you're playing at a pre-release and you're not sure about this, a card that destroys artifacts, given the number of artifacts that are present, is definitely worth main decking. So one particular example is this Ruinous Gremlin. It's a 1/1 for 1, which traditionally in sealed is not really what you're looking to play very often, but because of this ability, 2 and a red, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact. Great for taking out any kind of artifact your opponent might play, particularly a vehicle, which they tend to be they're pretty big, especially the trains. So
Especially seeing as you can destroy it just after everyone's just jumped into it. Although they do survive, as I think it was Mara was saying, all vehicles have airbags. They probably don't die as well.
yeah, where you see them.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh well, okay, I got distracted by Dan and suddenly you have 4
I
creatures.
played Morpheus Squad, which has Fabricate 1.
Sure, more servos.
It's another 3-1 with menace.
Another 3-1 with
Another 3-1.
That's great.
There's a lot of medicine in the set. Or like, more than, like,
It's an evergreen mechanic now, so it shows up.
no, but we've seen at least, 3 or 4 creatures with it.
I
At least.
really like menace.
I feel pretty menaced.
I like it because you can sneak stuff through.
Right.
So I'm going to swing with these 2.
Yep. So this has a 3-1, is it?
Yeah, it's 3-1 and a 2-1.
Sure. I'd say 5. Not what I can do about that.
It's kind of like swinging at each other. Okay.
Yeah. No defense.
Yep. It's your turn.
I mean, I've got a guy that gets bigger when I attacks, so it makes sense.
Yes.
Keep getting in there. And I've got a lot of energy apparently. So. Ooh. Right. Let's just double check. I missed my twin bob. I think I maybe used that a bit earlier apparently.
Got overexcited. I can use this.
I mean, it's going to do a lot of damage, so. But yeah, I maybe did fall prey to the. Oh, I can cast this now. I'll cast it. I did it. Let's have mountain.
Customizing it now.
To be fair, I had the same card in another deck,
And it chops
and
the
I was
legs.
playing against someone, and all of their cards had
Well,
3 toughness. So I was just like,
Eh, take what I can get. Yeah.
they were playing green blue.
I think we're going to get in there with grubs. I'm going to eat some more energy to get a little bit bigger.
Oh,
This guy's now a 5/4. I think he might not be a grub anymore. I think he might be grown up.
it's the whole horde of grubs.
I'm so
Mini
proud.
grubs. 5. I'm gonna take.
Okay.
I'm gonna play anything else.
I'm not down yet. Take the 5. No true.
So I know I'm 9.
That's not bad, is it?
Paper grubs.
Kirsty, in your experience, has any colour looked particularly powerful or interesting in
Well,
your?
because I kept getting that really good white card, I'm a bit skewed. And I really like playing white and green, or white and black anyway, so I was just like, oh well, I'll play white, what a shame. But when I've played it with other people building different decks, I've noticed that there's a lot of variety really.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to your personal preference and which mechanics you want to play with.
Okay.
Especially in sealed, you need to be careful about that question. Like it's really easy to listen to people early on going, oh yeah,
Yeah.
green is really good in the set, blue is really doesn't. Look at what you open. Look at.
Yeah. Like if you get like one really good rare that plays well with lots of other stuff, like I love this dwarf with Fabricate because instead of making 1/1 tokens, it means if I have him out, I get 2/2 tokens, which is amazing.
Yep.
But
pretty good.
that's pretty much skewed my experience of white. So,
I'm gonna arrest this guy
oh no.
or exile him.
To jail.
Jail you go. This is a living oblivion ring.
That's a flavour win, that is.
What that I've
You
arrested.
jailed someone who's a bruiser.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I
That's
imagine
really
he is
good.
racking up the fare.
Yeah,
So until I die and let him out. But.
yeah.
Just a quick bop to update. Just want to point out that
Important.
mine is now, I'd at least say, on par with Dan's, I reckon. I mean,
Pimp my copter.
the top blade might actually chop the 2 wings at the top, but
Yeah, this
fine.
isn't very practical here. Is
No,
it?
but it's cool.
That's what's important.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
In a world where a train can be crewed by another train, I think it's important to sometimes be cool rather than practical.
It's a good point.
Cool. Okay, that's the end of my game.
Thank you.
It looks okay right now. I'm not. Looks better than the last time we played off camera, which I foolishly ran out Chandra straight into a train.
It was exciting.
How do
It
you
was
run
exciting for you.
into a train?
I don't know, but she did it.
Yeah.
Or I did it, I guess.
You played Chandra after attacking all your creatures.
Yeah, I was down.
It was fine. It's fine. I'm going to play Ambitious Atheborn, who has Fabricate 1.
Okay.
Friends.
Yeah, you do have a lot of friends. This guy's perfect for blocking servos as well.
Yes. So I'm going to attack with these 2.
Yeah, spec 3/1 menace?
3/1 menace and a 2/1 flyer.
Just gonna take 5.
Yep.
Puts me on 7. And you're on 9. If there's any questions.
Yeah.
Someone asked, can you crew a vehicle at instant speed?
You can,
You can.
Yeah.
And yes, you can block and do that.
Yeah.
And it's killer.
Importantly, you can also crew with a creature that just came out. So the vehicle has to still suffers from summoning sadness, or still whatever we're calling that now. But the crew can jump in as soon as they come down, which is quite nice.
Some of the vehicles are a bit faster than others though, so you'll see a couple which say they do have haste. You can also put a vehicle inside another vehicle, which is super awesome for when your little one decides to get in its buggy and then get on a giant train.
It's like Thunderbirds.
It is like Thunderbirds, except I'll get punched in the face by it. This might get right.
Yes.
Okay. See what
Would you? I mean, it looks like there's enough fixing to support a splash of 3 colours at least.
Yeah, green's pretty good at it as well, which I got kind of lucky with. The prophetic prisoners in the set, which is a really good fix.
Prisoners are common, right?
Yeah, I think it's a common.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it's a common in the past.
Yeah.
Right.
This isn't a heavy multicolor environment though.
Prophetic prisoners are common.
So I would expect that most sealed decks would be 2 colours or possibly 2 colours and a splash if you've got those prophetic prisms or you know, some green cards that go and search up basic lands, that kind of thing.
Like this isn't really a true 3-color deck. Like I have, I think 2 planes in there that I can search up. So don't try and play something that's just even 3 colors. That won't end well. All right, let's play Chandra.
Danger.
This time no trains.
Danger.
So
That's what you think.
she's gonna.
I
do fear the
I
train.
don't think the trains are pace. So.
And we're gonna just use her -3 straight away to pop the thing I can't block.
Probably like it's hot.
I did. It's probably pretty hot
It was
now.
pretty hot.
Yeah. So this Chandra has 4 abilities.
You haven't got Chandra down
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, but
40 cards.
train.
Yeah.
Last time, train.
Okay. Okay.
I will pass. This time I'm not going to tap with everything. Don't do it. Don't do it. She's got 4 abilities. I want to use them all in this game.
I feel like the game might be over before you get to the 4th one.
That's fine too. If it's in my favour.
Yeah, and you've got 3 creatures,
Yeah.
and I've got 4 creatures, and 1 has nerfs, so.
Yeah, you can do it if you
Sorry,
want.
Chandra.
Throw away your army.
Throw away your arm.
Yeah. Well, you know, you'll kill her, but I'll kill your guys. Is it worth it?
I don't know. What have you got? You've got a fat
I-
gremlin.
Have you already used
Fat
that?
Gremlin. I've got Fat Gremlin, just a 2/1, and Prisoner McGee. And Chandra, but that's not important.
Apparently, there's a white aura that says it can't crew either.
Oh, really? That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
We saw a specific pacifism in the last set, which stops people transforming. So.
Yeah, maybe the theme of that one might be a driving ban or something.
I really hope it is that. 10 points on your license. Because otherwise, like stuff that's locked down normally, if you just played, as I think Seb found out earlier, if you put the arrested by the constant, what was it?
It's like a pacifier.
Yeah, that creature can still jump in a vehicle. Like they're peaceful, but they can still drive a giant roaring train.
Right.
Tense moments. There's no pressure. Literally thousands of people are watching.
Just go for it. 'Cause it's funny.
That's a good way to make decisions.
Yeah, that's always fun.
How's she doing it? Is that me or Chandra? I do only have 7 left.
I'm gonna go for you.
Okay, that was a joke. Don't do that.
I'm gonna go for you because it's funny. Let's do it. Let's do it. Servo army,
It's pretty dangerous.
activate.
I mean, you clearly have something. So, I don't have anything. Yeah, I know, yeah, I can see him. It's not good.
You got Chandra.
Yeah, but she can't do it. She can't defend me.
No.
She's just got to stay there and be like, get him, boys. Right, what do we got then? Just going to bring it a bit closer. Not for the benefit of the stream, but for the benefit of me. So we've got 3, 4.
Yeah, so
This one's got
3/1
menace.
menace.
Yeah.
He's just a 4/3 now.
Just,
And then 2/1.
right. The reason I'm hesitating here is because 5 mana means cursed. He clearly has some sort of trick, otherwise this would be a weird attack to make. But I don't know the set well enough yet to know what the tricks are, so I can't play around them. So we're just going to try and reduce the amount of damage we take as much as possible. Then, how much do we care about giving this guy back? A little, because he's got menace. So we're going to block a servo with that guy. This guy. This guy's 5/4, so we're actually going to offer the take one more.
Well, he's got menace.
He's got menace, so I can't make a good point. Right, people like that. I'm not
Uh-oh.
going to enjoy this. Oh, is it Inspired Charge?
Yep.
So I don't die on the spot, which is good.
What does it do?
It's not gonna. Inspired charge. Instant speed. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn.
Well, that is a kind of does what it says.
It's one of my favourite kinds of tricks.
Where someone who
Instant
loves
speed.
tokens, I thought it might be. There's great art in this as well, of like, it's a dwarven charge, right?
Yeah.
We see dwarves back in Magic. It must be a decade since we've seen
Right.
dwarves. Okay, so these guys are still going to trade?
Yep.
This guy's going to hit me for 5, putting me on 2.
Ooh. This
These-
is what you blast.
These guys are going to trade? Yeah. I offered a bad trade for that as well.
Bye bye, Grubs.
And
You are my problem.
the Warden dies, but the Servo doesn't, because it's got an extra point of power,
Yep.
right? And you get back your dude. Well, that looks a little bit worse.
There's some small vehicles, right? There's one that's crew 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Sky Skiff. It's a 2/3 flying for 2 with crew 1.
Which seems pretty good.
Yeah, we got one out there.
Is it cheap? Like 2 hours?
2 mana.
There's also a looter scooter, which I think actually isn't a scooter at all. I think it's like a helicopter. Right, let's see what we can take off the top. See if it can save us. Now, usefully, Chandra can add mana as a
Or
+1.
she can help you get something off the top. Potentially.
She could.
It's up to you.
You're going to get Chandra out twice and still lose.
That's very possible, yeah.
When we were discussing in deck building that we were saying you can't lose Chandra.
I don't think we ever said that. I think you might be making it up.
Okay.
But
I think we all agree it's a very strong card,
Yeah.
especially limited.
oh no, it's a very strong card.
It's a very strong card as long as you can protect her.
Yeah. Well,
Same with every planeswalker.
yeah.
You still got 3 creatures in.
And what have we got?
I've got 2 creatures in there.
And importantly, I have 2 life. Yeah, you do have 2 creatures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's extremely unfortunate.
I'm really glad I chose to put black with my wife.
I, on the other hand, am deeply disappointed. I'm going to use Chandra's +1 to draw a card, or exile a card from the top of my library. It's really needs to be something quite good.
Oh, it's not a land.
What
Good start, good start.
I mean, it's not a land, but it's not good enough, I don't think. So just leave that there for the moment. We can play that this turn if I want. Oh no, it's not this turn, is it? I have to choose straight away. I mean, that doesn't save me, so there's not much point doing it, because I need 4 creatures to 3. Yeah, so I'll just leave that in exile, that's fine. Which means that you take 2. Have it. Can I get through 7 life? Not really. Okay, we have one more last-ditch effort to do with, I guess, that and that. Got a prophetic prism. Draws me a card. No, you got me. That's it. Well done.
Ah,
I didn't get to use this.
what did you have?
What is it?
It's Demolition Stomper. It's a 10/7,
What?
and it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less.
Oh.
It's crew 5.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Demolition Stomper, is it like a mech or something?
Oh, it's a big old spider mech.
Wow.
That's bad.
I wouldn't mess with it.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Oh well.
Kills you in 2 hits, guys.
Spider-Man.
Is there anything you would like to say about your experience there in Kaladesh?
I'm glad I get to take the Chandra away.
Guess that's a sweet.
Because eventually I might win a game with that. That'd be good.
Anyway, thanks guys. That was pre-release Kaladesh. Hopefully you enjoyed it. There are a few techie bits. Next time we'll have a few more cameras, maybe some on-screen cardy things. But no, thanks for coming, Carl. Thanks for coming, Kirsty. Thanks for coming, Dan. And thanks for bringing all this lovely stuff. And honestly, this box is really nice. Just in case anyone's wondering, like the last few boxes have been getting better and better, but like these boxes, yes. Anyway, the pre-release events are next weekend. As Dan mentioned, the store locator is your friend, and yeah, we'll all be there playing. So hope to see you guys there. And yeah, goodbye, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.